Fox Media Group station.
ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Steve Lennox. Timberwolves and Celtics about to tip in Boston. Tonight's game, part of an NBA doubleheader on ESPN television, also available on the ESPN app. Kyrie Irving out tonight for Boston. He deals with a scratch on his right eye, injury that he suffered in Monday's loss against the Spurs. Lakers will be without LeBron James for a fourth straight game tonight as the Lakers play host to the OKC Thunder. That is Game 2 on ESPN TV. College basketball on ESPN2 at the half in Chapel Hill. North Carolina up 10, 41-31 on Harvard. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin denied reports that Antonio Brown has requested a trade when he met with reporters today. ESPN's Jeff Darlington reports that former Dolphins coach Adam Gase interviewed with the Arizona Cardinals today. He will meet with the Jets on Friday. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody with Golick and Wingo on his top choice for the Jets. Jets.
I'll say Jim Harbaugh. And I know people, tend to look at, his tenure at Michigan and how he's come short in critical games. But I think Jim Harbaugh, body of work speaks for itself and how he's been able to resurrect programs, build programs, what he's been able to do in pro football. So he would be my first choice.
Jets expected to interview Mike McCarthy and Chris Kingsbury during their search process. Oklahoma receiver Marquise Brown announcing that he will enter the NFL draft. ESPN's Mel Kiper ranks Brown as a top prospect at the receiver position.
Hey, it's Izzy Gutierrez. Me and Randy Scott will be filling in for Dan Lebitard and Stu Gatz on the Dan Lebitard Show. Kawhi Leonard going back to San Antonio. Should he actually just troll the Spurs and sit out the game? That's Thursday on the Dan Lebitard Show with Stu Gatz on ESPN Radio.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your...
Give me a hell yeah!
Hard-hitting.
What?
Compelling interviews.
What?
Spot-on predictions.
What?
Statistical analysis.
What? What?
Okay, so they're none of that. But definitely laying the audio smackdown. It's Wrestling Wednesday on the Kevin Sutton Show.
Oh, that is right. Hello and welcome to the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando, where we bring the action and, of course, we bring the nonsense. Hey, welcome to Wrestling Wednesday. It's been far too long. Welcome to 2019. Oh, 2019. Do you say 2019 or 2019, Nick?
2019.
2019. Welcome to 2019, guys. Thank you for tuning in. You guys can catch us on all social media at Kevin Sutton Show. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And also, don't forget to download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play Music, Spotify. Hell, we are on like a bunch of different outlets that I don't even know. We're just there. Just search Kevin Sutton Show and just make sure you leave us a rating, a review, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. I'm Dr. Phil, and I'll be holding it down while Kevin and Mayra are out saving the world. But today, in the studio, some say he was Mean Gene Oakerlund's first interview. Nikki Football. What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Dude, how was your holiday? So we didn't see each other for a good 2 weeks.
No, holiday was good. I worked. So, like, I worked all last week.
Didn't you do the SB radio stuff?
Yeah,
how was that?
It was a lot of fun. I did 3 hours on their network, December 24th to the 28th. So it was a lot of fun.
That's
a lot
cool,
of fun.
Man.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. You added more stuff to your resume.
Well, that's the thing, is that I had the week off here. I just worked somewhere else. Which Monday I was like, all right, this is a lot of fun. Tuesday I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, why didn't I take this week off? Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But I had a lot of fun. Had a fun New Year, and now we're back.
Did you party Monday night?
Yeah, my girlfriend and I we hosted a party. It was the first time I've ever hosted a New Year's party.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, because it plays into all of my insecurities as an individual. I wear these things on my sleeve too. People know that I'm insecure as a human being. It's okay, because all I want is for people to like me, and I want people to have a good time. So you bring people over for a party like that the entire time. I'm just like, well, is anyone going to show up, and are they going to have fun?
Dude, the one thing that I was worried about when I was in my college days, when we have house parties, is that we couldn't have fun. We as a host couldn't have fun.
No, you don't.
We had to police everybody from stealing our crap.
Right.
And B, we had to make sure everyone was having a good time.
Exactly.
So next time, go somewhere else go someone else's spot.
Well, that's what I'm going to do for next year. I said, okay, so we kicked this thing off with our group of friends, and I said, all right, so next year, who's going to host it? Someone else is doing it. I'm not doing it because I did it last year. So once every 7 years or so, I'll do it. I'll worry about that in 7 years.
Now, it is Wrestling Wednesday, and I want to bring in a good friend I have, but some sad news with Mean Gene Oakerlund passing away from. They don't say what he passed away from, but he was 76 years old, and it's definitely sad. Mean Gene is the iconic interviewer from wrestling. He's been in WWE, WCW, all different kinds of AWA, I think. But it's really sad.
He was with the AWA and was there when Hulk Hogan announced that he was starting the NWO.
Well, that was the WCW.
Help me out here because
that was WCW.
That was WCW. It was okay. I'm sorry.
Yes,
all right, my bad.
WCW. But
would not pretend to know anything about this stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But this is one of the things that you see that breaks mainstream because Mean Gene was so iconic, right? And it's extremely sad. It's extremely sad to see that he did pass away. 76 is not old. He was healthy. He was still very active in wrestling, and he was still around. I mean, he was on the
who was it? Was it Kurt Angle or something like that? Tweeted he just saw him last week, or they were at an event last week. There were a ton of former wrestlers that all kind of that sent out tweets and of course their condolences that he passed. But it didn't seem like this was this. It seems like this was sudden. This was not expected.
Yeah. So. Hey, guys, just give you a heads up. Kevin and Mayra are here.
What up, dog? My girl, Mayra.
Oh, yeah, next Monday. Oh yeah. It is us.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness, we're going to have so much fun.
You're not coming. You can't appreciate the talent.
This is just our date?
It's our date.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. Yes.
You see John Cena's hair?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Mayra?
The video you sent me?
Well, just his hair in general.
He's cool. Why? What's wrong?
It just looks so weird.
Why? He probably did a movie.
Yeah.
He's
Bumblebee,
famous.
He just looks weird.
You don't understand. The fact that he's going to be there is awesome.
Could you guys not talk about where I'm not going to be? I'm just saying, though.
Like, you always take jokes at our wrestling.
I'm just saying.
John Cena doesn't even really go on tour anymore.
No,
he doesn't even arrive. And he's coming when I'm going. This is meant to be.
It is. He might come to the press box. Just hold a sign up that says, "I'm the commissioner."
No, I'm the commissioner and Kevin Sutton show.
Yeah.
I'll have both of them to see which one works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
I actually, you know what? Today I was like, oh no, when's our Raw date?
Yeah.
And then Faith looked it up. She's like, Mommy, it's not till January 7th. I was like, oh gosh, I thought I missed it. Oh no.
Well, we were talking about Mean Gene, Kevin. I sensed this
yeah.
morning. I know Mean Gene is a big icon from your in wrestling.
I mean, that's my era though. So that's the time frame that I feel wrestling was the most dynamic. And he had a large part to do with all of it. There's like really nothing that you can. I would think wrestling as a whole, how everybody has, you have the heels, you have the guys that, you got the good guys, you got or what did they turn it into?
Baby faces.
Yeah, the baby faces. And then it's like you felt like they had the bad guys and then they had the bad scene that they were doing. And it was like there was always like you had your I would say like your Don Kings.
Oops.
Hey, live radio is good.
Your Don Kings of the environment.
That's live. That only happens when you're live.
Yeah.
And they actually, kind of like created a character in itself. I'm like, I wouldn't jump to the store to buy his action figure.
Mean Gene.
Yeah.
But see, the thing that
I did have it.
I did too. The thing I loved about Mean Gene is that unlike all of the commentators and backstage interviewers today, Mean Gene had personality.
Yes.
Mean Gene would call you out on your BS right then and there.
Yeah.
And even though when wrestling was still taped back in the day, when they would do live segments and someone would mess up, like Sid would mess up all the time, Mean Gene would just corpse him like and like
did you really mess up?
Yeah, and he would call him out. He would call him out.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Now his passing, was he sick?
They haven't said anything yet. I mean, he was 76 years old, so we really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
and
like
for those that are 76, like to be like, well, he was kind of old. Like that ain't old yet, bruh.
No,
it's not.
It's not old yet. So We will all be at that area sometime in life. So when you're 76,
I hope I make it to 76.
Well,
I hope I make it to 32.
Well, back in the days, it would say 32 for you being an African American. That was not going to happen. So be glad.
Hey, before we go to break, how was y'all's Christmas and New Year's?
Christmas was great. New Year's was even better. I got to relax and didn't have to do anything. That was
not for Christmas, for New Year's.
New Year's.
Oh, okay.
New Year's, I didn't have to do anything.
Because Christmas, we were on the road.
We were on the road again.
And you didn't tell me about the TV. I thought we were giving it to you for Christmas.
Who does that?
He just ruined it.
It's not ruined.
All right, we'll talk about it when we get back.
Anyway, when we come back,
you didn't say anything either, Phil.
I said it to Kevin.
You know who makes the decisions, right?
I know.
Okay.
Anyway, when we come back, I got a good friend in the studio from Ono Wrestling and Ono Radio Show.
Owen
Butler here.
He thinks we're on TV.
Huge wrestling fan. Huge wrestling fan. When we come back, we're actually going to go in the other studio, okay, so we can be together. So you guys,
together.
We're going to hold hands.
We're happy and we're singing and we're brothers. All right, we'll be back.
Saying at least one stupid thing per day.
I've been beating the meat, but I ain't never did it in the cooler like you did.
This is the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN
580 Orlando.
Oh man, what can I say? Happy New Year. Is it that moment that we just, keep on accidentally writing 2018 on everything that you have to sign for?
Well, no one writes anything anymore, so it's helpful at least. Our phones autocorrect everything.
Yeah, that is true.
There's no need for intelligent thought anymore.
I never want to say ducking.
What?
Yeah, you never want to say ducking.
Autocorrect.
I don't get that.
You talking to your phone a lot because sometimes I'm like, what?
I think it's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse
on the phones. It's playing this new game.
Yeah.
And I think I've moved up in technology because I am now using my calendar on my phone. I'm not writing in a book.
You dropped a book?
I didn't drop it yet.
Oh.
It's still there, but I don't even go into it.
She's a part of the resistance.
I am. And you know how many calendars I got for Christmas? Because people know me for that.
Myra, how's your first couple of weeks of commissioner been?
It's been amazing, except I've been off for 2 weeks. But
so you got sworn in, vacation.
Gotta love politics.
Hey,
wait, since the government shut down, are you not getting a paycheck? No?
I do.
Oh.
I don't think she wanted to answer that question.
But she has been working because we've been doing our shopping for the Three Kings event that we got going on.
I actually spent 4 hours shopping today, and I'll be working all weekend. See, that's the thing. I get a little bit of off time, but I'll be working for the next 13 days in a row without a day off.
And it's not just shopping. It's like shopping looking for the discounts. Like I'd rather just go in there and buy it. Like here we have $1 bazillion and we want to buy gifts for little booger nose
and we
kids.
should say what we're doing. So every year, Kevin and I sponsor the Three Kings event, which is more of a Hispanic tradition.
Yes.
And it's when the Three Kings and they celebrated Jesus' birth and brought gifts. So last year we did this, and then we really enjoyed it. So this year we're doing it again, and we have spent really the last 2 weeks. Ever since the day after Christmas, that's when we go and shop, when things are like 50% off.
No Amazon Prime?
No.
Man,
But today I hit a jackpot. I bought 60 toys for $50 because Walmart had 75% off.
Oh, there's like, we raided the Dollar Tree.
No, you can't go to the Dollar Tree. That's the thing, because then it's like they know it's from the dollar store.
You're a baller, though.
I'm a baller. I've only gotten paid once.
No. I'm saying if you go to the Dollar Tree and spend $60, you bought 2 aisles.
But I did. I did go to
2 stores.
I did go to the Dollar Tree, and one of the managers gave me all the candy for free.
Oh, that's
all the
cool.
Christmas candy. So it was like $100 in candy. So that was cool. At the dollar store,
and he could have did the corporate. We're throwing all this in the trash. No, we can't do that for you.
But he gave it to me.
But it was really nice. So,
well, guys,
how was your Christmas though? Real quick.
Worked.
That's the norm.
Oh, I may have a job for you.
Oh, thank you. We will talk.
Yeah, we will.
But guys, it's Wrestling Wednesday.
I got a job for you too.
Hey, no, Kevin. No ducking.
We didn't say hi to Nick either, real quick.
What's up?
Nick, how was your holiday?
I thought it got done when I was gone.
Nah, yeah, you missed it.
You didn't go to Chicago?
No, I worked. I worked all week.
Yes.
Life of a non-politician.
Like everybody's like, I work.
I am not in politics. I work.
As Faith Faithy Fun Time would say, oof.
I know where I was at. I was working.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, it is Wrestling Wednesday, so I brought a very special guest in. This is Owen Butler from Ono Wrestling Show.
Ono
Radio Show.
Hey, guys.
So these groups of podcasts that are from Orlando are very, very big. Orlando's podcast scene is huge.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how many wrestling fans we have until I saw all the posts today.
I told you, wrestling
on my page,
the engagement
ton
of wrestling
of
is crazy. And these are friends of Tom and Dan too. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Time and Dan.
So props to them. But Owen is a huge wrestling fan, and we communicate on Facebook all the time. So I had to have him come in because we're going to discuss our predictions for 2019, and we actually have a test. We have a test for Kevin and Mayra.
Oh lordy!
Trivia for them.
This is so wrong. Like can I protest the test before we even start?
No.
But you didn't study? You didn't study? You weren't aware of this?
Only pop-up quiz I'm good at is in the... No.
All I know is that I'm going to see John Cena on Monday. Continue.
I'll see him there with you. I'll be there right there with you.
Isn't that great?
Yes, and so hopefully we have the trivia, we have the predictions for 2019, and then maybe if we have time, a little bit of WWE likely or unlikely.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's move it. We'll stop talking. Go ahead.
All right. So you got some questions here?
No,
some predictions?
I definitely have some predictions for you.
Well, welcome to the show too.
Oh, thank you very much for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very
welcome
much.
to my house, and now you're gonna come in and like kick me down. Like, that doesn't make any sense, Nick. Does this happen at your house? Like, welcome.
He's not married yet, so
like
no.
That's not cool. Okay, continue.
Do you want my first prediction of 2019?
Go ahead.
I'll give you my first prediction. My first prediction is that The Rock goes into the Hall of Fame this year, the WWE Hall of Fame.
Cosign.
By the way, he's been getting a lot of publicity. He just bought his mom a house.
I saw that for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he just bought her house.
I'm like, he just
I know, just.
And then I had to do a little digging. She was living with him, helping him raise his
babies.
2 daughters.
Okay.
Yes.
Because he cheated on his wife. Okay, but anyways, go ahead.
Question to you, though. Who do you think inducts The Rock into the Hall of Fame?
King Haku. They have to do it.
No,
I don't think so.
Come on. His uncle inducting him in the Hall of Fame.
No.
It'll be Roman, won't it? It'll
That's
be
a good
Roman.
question,
If
right?
Roman's
You know
feeling
what I
healthy
think would be
enough,
cool?
I feel it has to be.
I think it would be so amazing if Stone Cold Steve Austin did it.
I could see that. That would work.
You know, because they were the rivals then. They were it. Wouldn't that be so cool?
Myra, that could work.
Uh-huh.
And have him
I
come
would
up.
watch.
You know who doesn't want you here, brother? That'd be cool.
You're a piece of trash, but you deserve to be here.
All right, go ahead.
Cool. All right.
I think I like my prediction the best. What do you guys think?
I like Stone Cold inducted him.
All right, here's one for you guys. Being a sports show and all, I think that Conor McGregor will make an appearance at WrestleMania this year.
He needs a check.
Oh, my goodness. He's seeing it's working for Ronda.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's working for Ronda.
I have to agree. And, really, he's trying to find his niches out there, any which way he can make money.
Same garbage as Pacquiao trying to have a match again.
I think they just announced version 2, right? Khabib and him number 2.
And
are they doing that? They're doing number 2.
Khabib, Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Oh, wow.
They're going to fight. I'm surprised I said that correctly. But
All right. I think so, yes. I think we can all agree.
That's a good one.
All right. I think that also, while we're talking about WrestleMania, that it will be a women's main event for the first time this year, speaking of Ronda Rousey.
It's in the USA, I guess it will be.
Good point. With the Saudi Arabia
She's just
connection.
like mad over there,
I'm
man.
still mad.
Okay. Before we continue, let's get into that. Let me ask your opinion on that, because Myra is the ladies' point of view of the show.
Mm-hmm.
She's all about the women. She likes what they were doing with WWE, but then them going to Saudi Arabia and kind of excluding them.
Well, I wouldn't even say just excluding her. They also excluded Sami Zayn because of his religious beliefs.
So how do you feel about them kind of taking the money grab?
Well, I think it's awful. I don't think that they should have, especially with all the political stuff that's been going on there.
I know. It's the year of the woman. It's the decade of the woman now. Come on. Are you kidding? And then to give us that stupid New York all women's thing was just
evolution.
a cover up. It was a way to make money on the backs of women again and not let them compete at that level. I'm so angry.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Saudi Arabia deal myself, but what we know about it from this point of view, it's just like a 4 or 5 year deal. This is
10 years.
Is it 10? Wow.
Wow. I am proud that Daniel Bryan and John Cena have bowed out.
No, I agree with you there. Moving on a little bit, though, I say that this is the year that the Big Show finally retires.
Never.
I'm crossing my fingers.
Kevin, what do you think? Big Show finally hang up the boots?
No. He needs money.
He's got to.
I don't think he needs money. He's done well for himself over the years.
Owen,
And he'll be a backstage guy.
Need money.
But he'll be a backstage guy. He'll still be employed with the company. I'm just saying he retires as a wrestler, finally hangs up his boots.
That'd be cool.
Huge.
Yeah.
It's time.
I would like to see him in person, though. He's one that I haven't. Like, you missed out on Andre the Giant. I never got to do that. I seen him at the farm show where they used to perform in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But I was like in the way, way, way far seats, and he still looked huge. But it'd have been nice if my parents were kind and loved me, to pay the extra. I think it was like $10 for a backstage pass back then. I mean, I don't have a real number, but remember when you told me about the G.I. Joes? Yeah. And it was like, that was only $3.50. So I can imagine it was $10 to go backstage.
I met him in Tampa.
Yes.
And he was really nice. And his girlfriend, nice, I could not believe how petite she was.
Yeah, you're trying to do the math and figure out how that works.
Oh man,
that's not even math.
He's
the physics.
So huge. And his girlfriend, who I met him at the movie theater, was like,
his wife
tiny.
is like 5'3".
Yeah.
It was the same with Shaq though too back in the day. Remember Shaq's wife? She was tiny. Yeah,
like all the little girls.
Yeah, exactly. Another prediction I've got for you is that this one's pretty controversial, but I think that they're leaning towards this at some point.
I'm always gonna like chicken.
Oh, well, fair enough.
That's not what we were talking about. No. I apologize.
How do you feel about this, though? Do you feel, I feel like that Hulk Hogan will appear on one of the big 4 pay-per-views
Well, speaking of people loving chicken and Hulk Hogan, I mean,
tying it all together.
No, I definitely think they're gonna have to add him in to the real stuff again, brother.
Yeah.
I think the fact of what they did to women, why not?
They snuck him into the Saudi Arabia crown
They
jewel
did
event,
sneak him in there.
But they
so
didn't
who's to say?
They didn't mention him at all on television.
No, but he's back in all the packages, the video packages with the then, now,
That's
forever at the beginning.
They put horrible, they can just wipe you away from history.
Wait, they put him back?
Put him right back. Yeah, he's back on the website. He's back in the Hall of Fame. Oh, controversy's died down now.
The truth is, they erased him because of the image of what that meant. Because you guys do fill up half the stadium, and then when it calmed down and people forgot, he's back. Well,
so how do you
people
do that?
worry about Kaepernick, so they forgot about him.
So how do you do that on the network? If you're like a program, do you just click undo?
I think so, right?
There has to be an undo button. He's gone now.
Wow.
Yeah.
This one's a little more deep. I think that Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that this is his final year in the WWE, and I think he goes back to Japan just because of how he's been treated. And I know his contract's coming to an end soon. So
Phil likes him.
Okay. I do like Shinsuke Nakamura, but I did hear in the interview that he doesn't want to go back because he loves it here and doesn't want to move his family back. And he's probably making way more money.
Side note to that, and it's something that we haven't addressed yet at all on this show. All Elite Wrestling, who just made their big announcement yesterday that they are starting their own promotion, and they will be looking for talent. He can stay in America, work for All Elite Wrestling, and probably have a much bigger exposure, much bigger push, and not get pimped out.
To tie this into football, Nick, the owner of the Jags is the
Chad Khan. Yeah,
creator.
I saw this. They're doing some kind of a rally right at the stadium coming up
on the 8th on Tuesday.
What's
Tuesday.
going on?
The owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars is financing a new wrestling promotion.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Right. He's trying to do to
with
the
Cody
WWE.
Rhodes and the Young Bucks.
Right. He's doing his own Alliance of American Football. He's doing his own offshoot.
I think it might work.
They've got the right guys to do it. And they have, I think it's the right climate to do it. I think there are enough people that are annoyed with WWE right now that they are looking for something else to get their pro wrestling fix.
That right there, Bird Box. We're going to talk about wrestling when we come back, but it truly ties in how he said people are kind of fed up with WWE. You're at that brink right now. It's a good time to come in with something like that.
I disagree.
Same thing with The Walking Dead. People are really upset right now. They're kind of falling off. It would be something nice, a nice Bird Box series.
Kevin has fallen off The Walking Dead.
They killed Jesus.
Stay right there. That was horrible. I'm still mad.
Winner of the prestigious International North American Florida Sports Radio Award. Yeah. I just made that up. I don't even like sports. You're listening to The Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Yes, baby. That's what I'm saying. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wrestling Wednesday.
Yeah.
We haven't been here in a long time, but we are back, and we are in the wrestling satisfaction of the day. And I like to say, put your tighty whities on, your flip flops, your tank tops, and get your. Let's say it's kind of soft to say your makeup. So get your warrior paint. Get your warrior paint.
That's better. You don't ever say makeup in wrestling.
Yeah, you can.
Face paint.
Face paint. Get your face paint.
I actually like warrior paint.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like fight. Yeah. I'm in the mood to fight.
But that's what you need. I remember watching WWE dressed all up for the occasion.
What you wear.
With your panties?
You know what I'm saying? No, I just took my underwear, you know what I'm saying, the Fruit of Balloons, and just hiked them up real high. You know what I'm saying? And then you had your tank top, and then you put that over top, and then you get your mom's robe belt, and you tie that around, and that's your belt.
You weren't Rocky.
No,
you were wrestling. Okay.
No, you just take the robe belt.
Yep.
And then you wrap that around about 3 times, and then when you tie it up, look like you're a professional wrestler.
My dad had a weightlifter's belt, so I used that as like.
Oh man,
and knee-high socks.
Does Dominic at all like WWE stuff?
He likes John Cena.
Who doesn't? Yeah. And we'll see him on Monday. Oh yeah.
He likes John Cena, and he likes what else does he like? I think he likes to look at Stephanie McMahon.
Oh yeah,
because she looks like a man.
No, what are you talking about?
She's kind of manly.
Does he like Nanny?
Huh?
Does he like Natty?
Natty? No.
She's kind of mannish too.
No.
If she weren't petite and wore all the makeup, you know who looks kind of mannish?
Who?
Is the big girl? What's her name?
Naya.
Yeah.
Oh, you get off,
her
Jax.
makeup. Okay. Moving on.
Anyway, we got Owen Butler here from Ono Radio Show and Ono Wrestling Show.
Yep.
And so we are here. Owen is here to test Mayra and Kevin's fandom, and we got some trivia.
Before he hurts me, let's be friends and just give a minute to the Bird Box.
What about it?
Where are you? Did you see?
I have not seen the Sandra Bullock movie yet.
Nick, have you seen it?
I have to say, I know 48 million people watched it in like the first week. I have not seen it either.
I was anti-watching it.
I don't like scary movies.
Me neither.
The whole premise kind of.
I was anti for the whole since it came out. And then Faith watched it way at the beginning, and she's like, "Do you not know what these memes are?" Because people kept on putting memes all over my page.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was, and I'm like, "All right, what's this about?" And then somebody in another group was
Kevin,
like,
"You know what that means, right?"
What?
Getting older.
I know.
I know.
But I mean, how do you?
It's
But
true.
how do you know about the meme if you never even seen the movie? Like, it doesn't make me old. It's just I never seen it. Nick's way younger than I am, and
he knew about it.
He would get the meme though.
How would he get the meme if he never seen the movie?
Social media. People talk about it.
Yeah,
all the time.
That's cheating. Like that doesn't let
all
you
I've
really
heard
know.
is it's like A Quiet Place, but blind instead of not.
Yeah, it's all types of crazy.
Blindfold.
It's all types of crazy.
I can't watch
but
it.
I will say it is not like this scary, like creepy, scary type stuff. It's not gory.
It's
by
just
any
suspenseful.
Means. Yeah, very suspenseful.
I hate those the most.
Yeah, one of those where you're just like, no,
And you just anxiety the whole time.
the whole time. No.
You know what we should do is we should do a countdown on how many things Nick hates. Because you know what? We need to do
I don't hate
clips.
that many things.
He hates
wrestling and Bird
He
Box.
hates suspense. He hates.
I don't like those.
Strong distaste.
You know what?
We
should take clips.
There are other things that I find more pleasurable than those. That's all.
But it wasn't bad. It happened to be in another group that I'm in. It's about cruises, and people were talking about the Bird Box. Like like they did a meme and like, oh, when they try to tell you the price for your bar tab, like put
makes you take your blindfold
They had the
off,
blind. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I need to find out. I asked Faith. She told me. I got on the Netflix, watched it, and I was actually intrigued the whole entire time. I was upset I had to leave for New Year's dinner at my parents' house because I had to stop watching. Came back the next day and I watched it and I was like, wow, I wish there was more. I haven't felt that way since I would say season 4 of The Walking Dead.
I think that's where Owen said he left off.
Yeah, it's about where I left off, man.
Right at that spot, the show just kind of lost me, and not because I wasn't understanding. It was just they were doing stuff that I'm a part of their team. They made me feel like I'm a part of the group.
Yes.
And I felt they were doing things that were against the grain of how it would really go if it was real.
The problem here is when you have a cast that starts with a show that's very little, usually has residuals that as it increases, their money does.
Yes.
And so it got to a point where they were making so much money, they had to cut off all the good people.
And
that made Kevin upset.
Yes.
And because now they bring in
kill Jesus?
They killed
Jesus. Syndication is the ultimate eating zombie.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the problem. You have all these people who commit and do it for cheap compared to what the market is.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it goes huge, they're taking in so much money that people are like, we got to cut them off.
It's like Glenn?
Yep.
I mean,
spoiler alert.
Well, that was way back. I mean, if you don't know Glenn's dad, you don't know nothing. That's like, way back in the days. But I mean, it's horrible.
All right.
I don't know. But now going to make me upset about something.
We're here Owen is here to test your
Let's
fandom.
go.
So here are the rules, okay?
No Googling?
No Googling, obviously. Owen
Hey,
has
Siri's.
multiple
Yeah, I've got
choice.
multiple choice questions for you.
And you guys can use me one time.
Ooh, you each get a lifeline.
A lifeline.
I need one lifeline.
All right,
okay?
let's go.
All right. So
All right, are we ready for this?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Myra first.
Ooh.
This. How do you want to do it? Do you want to do Myra first and Kevin?
Whatever you want.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to lose anyhow.
Let's do
go.
Myra first.
All right,
so Kevin,
Start it easy, though.
if Myra can't
easy
answer
one.
the question, Kevin, if you know it,
You
after
can
she
buzz
gets it
in.
wrong, you can answer. Same with you, Myra, for
Okay,
Kevin's
okay.
question.
All right, here we go. Which masked superstar made his return to WWE in 2018 for the first time since 2015? Was it Kane, Rey Mysterio Jr., Mankind, or Big Van Vader?
Mankind.
Myra.
Oh, it's
I said Myra
I thought
first.
you said
Myra
me.
first.
Mankind.
You were wrong.
That is incorrect.
That is incorrect.
No, actually, I didn't want to say that, but he said it first, and I was.
Kevin?
What? I had to take my headphones on the wire unplugged.
Your choices are Kane, Rey Mysterio Jr., Mankind, or Big Van Vader.
I swear my mind wants to say Mankind. So
Go for it.
I'm sticking
Myra
with it.
just said that.
Kevin, what's wrong?
It was. I didn't hear you guys tell it was wrong. I had to take off my headphones.
No.
I had to take off my headphones.
Hit
Did
the
you not hear
buzzer.
it?
Hit the buzzer.
Hit the buzzer.
Was it Kane?
This is off to an
It
incredible
was,
start.
it was not Kane. It was Rey Mysterio,
Mysterio?
Jr.
Oh, okay.
All right, Kevin, this is
Go
your
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Yep,
man.
Yep. All right. See how good your
Did
memory
you say
is.
2018? Do you not know I
All
don't like
the
wrestling
questions
right now?
are 2018.
Oh, go.
All right, okay.
Who was the winner of the men's 2018 Royal Rumble? Was it Roman Reigns, John Cena, Shinsuke Nakamura, or Randy Orton?
Randy Orton.
That is incorrect. Myra.
Nakamura.
It was Shinsuke Nakamura.
This is garbage.
All right, Myra, this is your question.
Okay.
I'm always at dad camp during Wrestling Wednesdays.
What anniversary did Monday Night Raw celebrate in 2018? Was it 25 years, 30 years, 20 years, or 15 years?
20.
That is
incorrect.
It's the big one because I'm old.
Just listen to his question.
Go ahead.
25 years, 30 years, 20 years, or 15
For Monday
years?
Night Raw, the TV show.
Monday Night Raw, the
Don't
TV
cheat,
show.
Phil.
Oh, give that number again.
25, 30, 20, or 15.
I'm going with 15.
That is also incorrect.
Oh, what is it?
30.
It is 25 years.
25.
See, when I said I'm old, and you instantly try to attack me.
And you already gave
I
him
hate
two
Phil.
lifelines.
I haven't used the lifeline.
No, he told you. Myra already said the answer.
This is
is
Kevin's
garbage.
question.
Okay.
This is garbage.
How many times did Finn Balor appear as his alter ego, the Demon, in 2018? Was it 10, 5, 4, or 1?
This is garbage. I'm going 1.
He's correct.
That's correct. I'm going with 1.
He's correct.
All right, so wait,
Because it didn't get
what's
talked
the-
about that much.
What's the score here?
1-1, right?
1-1?
1-1.
All right, Myra, this is for you.
All right.
How about someone really, really awesome?
Who won the WWE's Best of the World tournament at Crown Jewel? Was it Shane McMahon, Dolph Ziggler, Braun Strowman, or John Cena?
Say it again.
who won the WWE Best of the World tournament at Crown Jewel?
John Cena?
That is
incorrect.
Kevin.
I hate you guys.
What is this, 1-1 right now?
Yeah.
That's a rock fight.
I hate you guys.
All right. Who is it, Kevin? Shane McMahon, Dolph Ziggler,
Braun Strowman, or John Cena?
I'm going to go with Dolph Ziggler.
That is also
incorrect.
Come on, man.
Shane
McMahon. I thought
What is he even
But then I
bothering?
thought you threw me off. Okay, Kevin, it's your turn.
I hate all of you guys.
What is the name of AJ Styles' wife who was relentlessly harassed by Samoa Joe? Was it Trish?
You guys remember, you can use
Wendy?
one lifeline.
Go ahead. How many more questions do I have to be tortured with?
As many as you want. I've got at least another 5 here, but we
I
can
don't
do
want to
as
use
many
my
as you
lifeline
want.
unless it's the last question. Go ahead.
Question is, what is the name of AJ Styles' wife who was relentlessly harassed by Samoa Joe? Is it Trish, Wendy, Jackie, or Tracy?
The blonde haired girl.
Oh, that's a good one.
What does that mean?
Samoa Joe sounds like he'd be with a Tracy, right?
A Wendy.
Oh, my goodness. I have no clue.
Jackie.
What's your answer?
Jackie.
What's your answer?
I'll go with the first girl.
No!
What's her first girl? What was her name again?
That was Trish, and that would
Trish.
be incorrect.
Myra.
Oh,
You said a couple names. I'm going to
I
tell
know.
you, one of them might have been right.
okay.
This is horrible.
Wendy.
Yes! Myra's up 2-1.
All right. We'll keep going. Keep it going.
Horrible.
Nick, do we have to go to break or are we good?
Last one each.
Last
then,
one.
Yeah, last
Did he
one each.
say who won the
So
national
Kevin needs to
surf
get one of these
competition?
right in order to tie here.
Okay.
All right, we'll go with a good one here then. Who was Braun Strowman's tag team partner at WrestleMania, helping the Monster Among Men win the Raw Tag Team Championships? Was it Sheamus, Cesaro, Big Show, or Nicholas?
Whose question is this?
Kevin.
Is this mine?
No,
I thought it was Myra's.
Yours, Myra.
No, it's Myra's.
Remember you stole?
Oh, okay. Sheamus.
That is incorrect.
Kevin.
Kevin with a chance to steal.
To match.
See, it's not the big guy. It's not him.
No, that's not like it.
What was the other guy's name? Number 2?
We got Sheamus, Cesaro, Big Show, or Nicholas?
Cesaro.
I'm going with Cesaro, man.
That is also incorrect.
Incorrect.
I win. Oh,
You guys
yeah.
suck.
Oh, yeah.
The answer was Nicholas, who was the little boy that he brought out of the audience to help him
Oh
compete.
my goodness. When we come
You
back,
actually had to
we're
watch
going to
the whole
ask
thing.
you who's the 2018 world champion for the wakeboard tour. Was it Stu Lafferty, Sean Murray, John Parks Bonifay, or Kyle Schmidt?
It's not.
I was going to guess Kevin Sutton, but
I'm just saying, that's where we're coming from.
It's
Good
okay.
grief, I hate you guys.
It's nice to be on top.
Let's go back to the old days. Stay right there. It's nice to be on top. That's where. Stay tuned.
You ever get that feeling? You know that creepy feeling that somebody's watching you? That somebody's been licking your windows? Well, it's probably Kevin Sutton. You're listening to The Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Oh, man. Drastic depression. Thank you for ruining Wrestling Wednesday.
Oh, it's not over, baby.
Likely or
why
unlikely?
not bother Phil with Phil, do you have a life? Yes or no? And bombard him with wrestling trivia from 2018 to where he gets excited because he got all the answers right, like him and Krispy Kreme Chris. Those are the people you're supposed to bother with this nonsense.
Hey, it's all good.
You're not supposed to bother me.
Well, look, we got a couple more questions. A, you guys haven't used your lifeline yet.
I don't want you.
And B, fine, you can lose.
How about if I don't like you?
And since this is the lightning round,
Yeah.
points are worth 2. So
Yeah.
Myra's up 2-1. Okay,
you still got a chance, Kevin.
Anything about King Haku?
Nothing about King Haku in this one.
He sells
Again,
Nissans.
it's 2018 trivia.
He does, Hey, he sells Nissans over Toyota.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready for the first one?
Kevin?
Go.
This is you.
All right. What superstar now goes by the moniker of The Man? Is it Roman Reigns, Triple H, Becky Lynch, or The Miz?
Now, with Kevin, we discussed this on the show.
I wasn't here that day.
Yes, you were.
I'm going with The Miz.
That is incorrect.
Oh, my goodness. I wasn't here that day. I guarantee you.
Let's do names real quick.
All right. Roman Reigns, Triple H, Becky Lynch, or The Miz?
Triple H.
Again, that is incorrect.
He is the man.
It's Becky
It's
Lynch.
Becky Lynch.
Remember we talked about Becky Lynch, Stone Cold Becky Lynch.
Yeah. It's a big deal these days. Of course, of the Me Too movement, a woman using the terminology "the man."
I remember we talked about the Ronda Rousey in the jacket and doing the Roddy Piper.
All right, Mayra.
What superstar had the best/worst entrance at the Greatest Royal Rumble when he tripped and slid underneath the ring at the end of the entrance ramp? Was it Heath Slater, Hornswoggle, Kurt Hawkins, or Titus O'Neil?
I like Titus. He's a good father.
He is a good father.
I'm going to go with a lifeline here, Phil.
It is Titus O'Neil.
All right. I thought
He
it was.
is correct.
All right, so that was 2. So Myra is 2.
3-1.
That's 3-1.
3-1.
That's not a lifeline.
4-1.
That's like Titus is cool.
4-1.
Yeah, it's worth 2, so she's
Oh,
up 4-1.
4-1.
Did he lose any points for the porno?
Did she have
He didn't do one.
Titus didn't do one.
No, he didn't.
I bet you know he did.
Okay, next.
All right. What superstar injured Becky Lynch when she broke her face? Is it Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, or Sasha Banks?
This was the same episode.
Yeah, I watched this.
You were here.
I know this.
I watched this. The
Go,
one
Kevin.
chick. Hit
Yeah,
her in
they're
the
all
face.
chicks.
What's the name again? Go ahead.
Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, or Sasha Banks?
Sasha Banks.
That is incorrect.
Oh my goodness.
Run the
I
names
remember
one more
she
time.
hit her.
Nia Jax,
What's this
Bayley,
with the ladder?
Charlotte Flair, or Sasha Banks?
Bayley.
Also,
Wasn't it with
incorrect.
the ladder situation?
It was Nia Jax.
I knew it.
Nia Jax, yeah.
And she hit her too hard and broke her nose or some crap.
She hit her in the
Okay,
face.
let's go.
What is the name of Scottish superstar Drew McIntyre's finisher? Is it the Scottish Smash, the Claymore Kick, the End, or the Glasgow Kiss?
Myra?
It's me? No, I just did. Oh, Glasgow Kiss.
That is incorrect.
That is a good one, though.
Yeah, because I thought Glasgow, you know.
A good guess. Good guess.
I mean, that's one of his moves, though.
I know.
Not his finisher.
I should get a half credit for that. Because I've heard of the Glasgow Kiss.
The Scottish Smash, the Claymore Kick, the End, or the Glasgow Kiss, which we know is not
The End.
Also incorrect.
Horrible.
One more question.
Go Magic.
We do have one more question.
Hold on, Kevin. You can get me back with asking me Wakebird questions tomorrow. Okay, if you want to give me back.
This is horrible, bro.
All right, last question.
The last one I got here is this one's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like we need to pay a little homage to him. What son of WWE royalty and former superstar himself passed away in 2018? Was it Rikishi, Brian Pillman Jr., Brian Lawler, or Owen Hart Jr.?
We actually discussed
That's
this on the
Kevin.
show.
This is me.
Yeah.
This is the last question. Do you want me to answer it for you?
Owen Hart. And then there's what's the other guy?
This year.
The other guy's name that you just said. Go back.
He said 4 of them.
No. The second guy.
Rikishi, Brian Pillman Jr., Brian Lawler, or Owen Hart Jr. Brian Lawler was also better known as his name Grandmaster Sexay.
No, it's not him. Not him. I'm not going with him. I'm going with number 3, Bob.
Number 3 was that one. Brian Lawler,
and that is
Grandmaster
correct.
Sexay, and that is correct.
It was
Jerry the King Lawler's son.
Brian Lawler.
He
Jerry
said
the King Lawler.
he asked the question, what royalty?
Yeah, I'm horrible with names. You do know this.
I'm really trying to give you all out, give you as
Myra
much as I
won.
could there.
I won 4-2.
4-3.
That is
Wrap it
not
up,
winning.
It's
That is
4-3.
not winning.
That
is
is. I
there was
doubled your
one
score.
question you knew.
I had 2.
That
You
was an
knew one
experience.
question.
Hey.
And I watched that episode with you of the girls fighting and her face
It's
getting
okay.
smashed in.
You guys can get me back tomorrow.
I am
Oh,
so.
you are getting back.
You are so horrible.
You're not going to talk to my John Cena.
Oh, hey guys, it was a pleasure having you in, Owen.
Hey,
You
thank
know
you
what?
very much.
Plug your show real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Check me out at onoradioshow.com or also onowrestling.com. We have 2 podcasts that are available on all your podcast networks, wherever you find podcasts, Ono Radio Show or Ono Wrestling.
Oh no.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow with other sports. You know,
But I'm with Nick. I am still revolting against Wrestling Wednesday.
That's okay. You won't be going on Monday.
I didn't plan on going.
You're not
I don't want to
invited.
see a bunch of sweaty guys in their underwear.
Yeah, you don't have
Not
to worry.
my cup of tea.
You're not
now,
going.
if you want to go to the girls' match and I get to see Natty Eyes,
She'll knock you out.
hey guys, love you. Keep on doing what you do, and I will take the torture. I will take the pain for my brothers. Stay right there. ESPN has more for you. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Peace.